Hi, and thank you for joining us. Tensions are boiling with Iran after one of the most intense back and forths in the Middle East since the ceasefire was announced nearly 2 months ago. Iran struck Kuwait International Airport overnight, killing one person and leaving dozens more wounded. The regime says these strikes were in retaliation for U.S. strikes on Iranian military targets. The U.S. said it acted in self-defense. President Trump has claimed peace talks are ongoing, but it's unclear when we could see a long-term deal. The president was asked about the latest Iranian attack on Kuwait earlier in the Oval Office.
There's a reason for everything, and we hit them pretty hard the night before and actually last night. And when it was explained to me, I said, all right. Some people would say they were slightly provoked because we took a strong action for a different reason. So they were reciprocating.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand joins us now. Where do things stand, Natalie?
Hi, Lindsay. Well, you heard the president essentially signal that the ceasefire is still in place despite the escalation from Iran on U.S. allies in the region and that attack on Kuwait's airport. Notably, U.S. CENTCOM had called that attack deliberate and unjustified. But in those comments, the president kind of downplayed it, saying things happen for a reason. But these tensions and escalating tensions come as the White House is still awaiting a response from Tehran to its latest proposal for this memorandum of understanding. The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, who's been testifying this week on Capitol Hill, says that document has still not received final sign-off from Iran's regime. And he also has testified that, the key points here, opening the Strait of Hormuz without restriction, also Iran agreeing to remove its highly enriched uranium. Notably, he also said that there would need to be a phase 2 of negotiations to really hash out the more complex details on the nuclear matters, estimating that could go on, those talks, for 30 to 90 days, Lindsay.
What message is the White House sending to Americans watching this play out with uncertainty?
Yeah, absolutely. And congressional Democrats really tried to press the Secretary of State on that issue, asking him about the global economic impacts and if the administration was aware of, the consequences. And he essentially said that the administration was aware of potential impacts, but that it could not let Iran get a nuclear weapon. That remains the administration's and the president's key argument here. But the question remains, Lindsay, how does this all end? How long is the president willing to wait to get a response from Iran? And he's also signaled that he does have other options if a deal is not signed.
Natalie Brand, thank you.